Hi folks, this is all the fruit. I'm in Germany, in the area of Heidelberg, one of the mildest areas of Germany. And it's the first days of April. I think today is the 8th of April. Well, and those of you who are interested in fruit foraging usually know that foraging for fruit in temperate climate like Germany, April is not the best month. So what can you forage in April? Well, what about olives? Look at this olive tree. It is completely loaded. There are thousands of fruits on it. Well, maybe not several thousand, but I'm pretty sure that I could get 1,000 fruit from this small 2.5-meter high tree. So why is such a small tree growing here in Germany? Well, in the last decades, a business has developed in the Mediterranean where people go to old agricultural areas, dig out old trees. It works best with olives, but I've also seen it done with ancient pomegranate or carob trees. They cut off all the longer branches, they cut off all the longer roots, and then they sell them for incredible prices. I've seen olives which could well be over 1,000 years old, which sell for like 20-30,000 euro. This one here most probably is well over 100 years old. It's hard to say. It has this typical cluster of roots at the base. Well, it's an interesting experiment. Well, most of those olives and carob and pomegranate trees, of course, end up in gardens and flower pots in the Mediterranean, but a lot make it to Germany and other cooler countries. I do not approve so much of it because it might grow well for the next 5 years and then it might freeze. And if you look at it closely, look at that. Lots and lots of frost damage here, see? All the bark is gone. Also on the roots there is some damage. A lot of bark is gone from the roots, and that means that the wood underneath will also start rotting here. Lots and lots and lots of damage. Well, this olive tree might make it. We are in the era of climate change after all. Look at this root. This root didn't come from the Mediterranean. This root here grew in Germany. So basically, I think the roots were cut off here, and this quite thick and quite long root grew here. So the tree has a chance, but one really cold winter and it is gone. But for now, it is loaded with olives. I think you could get maybe 2 bottles of olive oil from those olives. Look at that. Normally, the time for harvesting olives is like autumn to winter, but this one is loaded in April. I don't know why, maybe because of the stress through transplanting, or maybe it's not used to the German climate. But the fact that it has ripe fruit, all the fruit are ripe and quite a significant number are already on the ground. The fact that it has ripe fruit in April means it must have flowered in winter, and the flowers and the young fruit must have survived the German winter. This winter was reasonably mild. In the short period I was in Germany, I think the coldest night was -9 degrees. Olive trees can usually tolerate -9 degrees without problems. Like when it goes down below -15, they start to suffer. But yeah, not only the tree survive, but even the flowers and the young fruit, and they are all ripe now. They are ready to be harvested. Right now is the perfect time to harvest this olive tree. I will not do this because I guess that it has some owners who are actually taking care of it. They are watering it here, look. But yeah, I think they will forgive me if I steal just one of their olives. Here it is. It's one of the smaller varieties which are more commonly used for olive oil and not for pickling. Still, not very bitter. I could even eat those out of hand. And cultures like many African or Australian Aboriginal cultures or Asian cultures, for them the bitter taste would actually be a sign of quality and would be a desirable taste. So this olive variety mildly bitter. I think you could make very good oil out of it and also very good pickled olives. Because if it's almost without bitterness now and with a pleasant taste, just after leaching it for a couple days, it will be even tastier. So folks, this was an idea what you could forage in Germany in April. Just find some olive tree, ask the others if you can harvest the olives and make some nice olive oil or pickled olives or olive paste or whatever. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from beautiful Germany, and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.